Huge Jennifer Lopez breaking news. We got to talk about all these crazy updates. But before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian and I spill pop culture tea videos every single day. So if you're looking for a new messy bestie, you have found me. You guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are brand new, the whole vibe is like we're on a FaceTime call and we're just hanging out. We're just keeping each other company. And I'm very grateful and thankful to be here with you all and to end the week with you and to start a brand new week with you tomorrow. Because I know that this week is going to be beautiful y con mucho amor. Listen, I need you guys to grab a snack and comment below what snack you're having. Okay, I'm gonna tell you about my latest favorite snack in like 20 seconds. I know you don't like the intros too long, but my new favorite snack, and you're gonna be like, Sebastian, really? You have the taste buds of an old person. You know what, girl? Mind your business. Listen, you know what my favorite new snack is? Okay, it's an oatmeal bar. I know, girl. I know. But it's a coconut oatmeal bar, okay? And it is so it's from the company Made Good, okay? And it is so delicious. And what I do is I grab some oat milk, okay? I put some honey in the oat milk. I twirl it, bite the oatmeal, grab a little some milk with honey. It's like a fiesta fucking 24/7 parade in my mouth, girl, okay? Oh, it's so delicious. I know. What is your favorite snack? Let me know in the comments. My favorite snack when I was younger was hot Cheetos and cream cheese, but I can't eat that anymore, honey. No. Anyways, okay, so listen. We gotta talk. Jennifer Lopez, she just pulled out of the Savannah Film Festival after the Kiss of the Spider-Woman flopped, okay? She was slated to receive the Bertuso Award at this SCAD Savannah Film Festival, an event that was also set to host a screening of her latest project, Kiss of the Spider-Woman. However, those plans have quietly fallen apart. Lopez has bowed out of the festival entirely, and her film has been pulled from the lineup. No reasons have been given about the cancellation. It's hard to falter. Spider-Woman, directed Bill Condon, has seen its theatrical run collapse almost as soon as it began. The roadside attractions released barely managed to collect $1 million over 2-3 before fading from theaters. On Thursday, it scraped together a paltry $22,000 nationwide, despite Lopez gamely showing up for the press duties. The $35 million budget film has miserably failed to attract an audience. Damn. There's still hope for Kiss of the Spider-Woman. The Golden Globes tend to carve out space for musical comedy categories, and Lopez's turn could easily find recognition there, provided voters get a chance to see the film. However, Oscar-wise, forget about it. Not showing up to the Savannah, where stars often appear to boost their Oscar odds, is terrible optics. Doing so just 48 hours before you're being honored is even worse. The fact that Savannah chose to cancel the screening of her film says a lot. Damn. So, you know, I don't have no idea what the Savannah Film Festival is. Absolutely not. But if it says there that, you know, if you do want like an Oscar chance, you got to go there. And especially if you're being honored, honey, you know, I can imagine that she may be a little embarrassed. You know, she may be a little bit embarrassed about how bad the film did. But you know what, girl? And can I just be very honest with you? Sometimes you just there's a saying in Spanish called, okay, la pela pasa y el culo queda. So basically, it's roughly translated to the whipping passes, but the ass stays there. Okay, the ass stays. The whipping of the ass passes. The pain of the ass whipping passes, but the ass stays there. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense in English, but basically it means sometimes you just gotta move forward. You know, it's gonna be forgotten at some point, and you know, you're gonna still be here after whatever happens, right? So it's not gonna break you. So if I were J-Lo, I would have gone to that Savannah Film Festival and I would have gotten my award and been like, you know what, girls, thank you so much for this award. We worked really hard. It flopped in theaters, but you know what? It's okay, honey, because we are very proud for what we did. And for those 22,000 people who went to see it, this is for you. Thank you so much. And listen, it's still in theaters, maybe for a couple more days, so go check it out. she would have done that, I promise you, people would have been like, that was fucking iconic. That was so cool of J-Lo to do. But again, ego always fucking wins. So yeah, I definitely feel like she should have gone. So the other news, best friend, is that allegedly Ben Affleck wants to be free of Jennifer Lopez, but she hasn't stopped calling. It says here Ben Affleck is trying to distract himself or distance himself from Jennifer Lopez. An alleged source reveals their divorce was finalized in January, but J-Lo is still finding any excuse to stay connected to Ben, says the insider. Affleck, who is the producer of the film A Kiss of the Spider-Woman, obliged against his better judgment, says the insider, and he's now saying it was a huge mistake to go on the red carpet with her. The greatest love story never told singer seems to have taken his presence as some sort of sign that they might get back together, continues the source, adding that Lopez even asked to spend time with the Oscar winner over the holidays for the sake of their kids, who got close during their whirlwind rekindled romance and 2-year marriage. She's even been texting him fan comments about how in love they still looked. Ben just wants to be free of her, and she clearly won't accept that. So let's talk about that. I don't know if this is true. Take it with a grain of salt. Of course, it's all alleged. But I will say this, best friend. I feel that I could believe that maybe the red carpet confused her a little bit, because a bitch has been in that situation where you take somebody's kindness and you mix it into something else. And, I hope J-Lo and Ben definitely find, I hope that they find some kind of love, I hope that they find some kind of I hope J-Lo and Ben find some peace, and I hope she finds peace. I really do, because if she's still so in love with Ben and he's not really giving it back, it's sad. I feel like we've all kind of been there where we look for love where it doesn't exist anymore. I know I've been there. I feel like we've all been there. I've done some crazy things for love. I mean, I'll tell you, like, I look back and I'm like, my God, Sebastian, girl, where was your dignity? You know what I mean? Like, I remember this one guy, he ghosted me horribly, and I was not getting the hint. And, he would ghost me, and I would write to him every day, like for a week straight. I will never forget, I even wrote down a list of like the names of our children. I know, girl, you're all laughing, rolling your eyes, cringe, I know, but I was so heartbroken. I was so in denial that it was over. I was like, maybe his phone is not working, maybe he just needs a little break. Let me prove to him that I really do love him and stuff. Writing down a list of our children's names, honey, I no idea, girl. So of course we all could look back and we could be very secondhand embarrassment of ourselves. Anywho, J-Lo, girl, I think, if he don't want you, he don't want you, boo. I think it's time for you to maybe really move on. So, anywho, I hope you guys have a fabulous week ahead. I know that it's going to be very blessed for all of us. And, I think we can all learn from this rumor. It's a rumor, of course. Take it with a grain of salt. But I think we can all learn that if somebody's not showing us love, we need to remember that we are worthy and that there is someone out there who is willing to give us that love that we so desire. But I do feel like we have to also be realistic with the love that we are capable of giving. So anyways, love you guys so much for watching. I'm very thankful and grateful for you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.